Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boise State's offense will get the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bates. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wide open downfield. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Louisville's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Crawford. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bates. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Adams. Shoots it to the left. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It'll be third and long.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Cardinals are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Hughes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Adams. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. The Mad Hatter lives. Les Miles, back from oblivion, fakes. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Well, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Crawford. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over Utah State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Adams. They'll run the screen. Finding an escape route. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the play fake. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The give to the back. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Boise State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run.
Number 79, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Moves away as he feels pressure. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got a first down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To throw, it's Adams. Lets it fly. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success. And you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goal post. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Crawford. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. How about those sweet twinkle toes Rose-like moves as he gets to the 38. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more snap coming before halftime. Making side adjustments here. He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Adams. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football.
Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed, ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Broncos! And the route is on. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here we go, set. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And some room to work. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Crawford. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have with the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Broncos are on the move. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Adams. Rushes on him. Uncorks one to the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. He turns it loose to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bates. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible receiver.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the air, it's Crawford. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble. stick on him, that's two things he has to think about on one play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires left. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They get him. At the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Looking downfield, it's Adams. Now adjusting. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Quick step and go. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Boise State. And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out and ready to attack. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Adams. The throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Broncos. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Steps away. Fires on the move. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
That's caught. It's Spangler. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And another broken tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down and brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Motion from the wide receiver. They want that clock to run. There he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Crawford. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Boise State, 75. Louisville, 35.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's... Touchdown, Broncos! The defense putting points on the board. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they